Wow! Na. Oo, lumalagitik ng pinggan. Nagluto ako ng kanton. Nagugutom ako eh. Tema, nag-prepare tayo ng air overlay natin. Yes, iba ang game natin ngayon. Kasi I would prefer na si Tito J kasama natin sa stream. Pero kasi I believe si Tito J is absent ngayon dahil kung di ako nagkakamali ngayon siya nagpaturok. No? So, okay. Ang nabanggit niya kasi sa akin, turok niya is today, tapos tomorrow is supposedly ano tawag dito? Yeah. American Independence.
Wasn't it Thursday? Wasn't it Thursday?
Wasn't it Thursday? So kahapon. Actually, naguluhan na ako doon sa schedule. But anyway, hayaan ko siya magpahinga dahil pwedeng meron pang side effect yun sa kanya ngayon. But anyway, lalaruin natin ngayon is the Stanley Parable. Yes, nakita niyo doon sa title. Babalik-balikan natin yung gulo, yung chaos ng superliminal. So hopefully mag-enjoy tayo sa game. Ako naman feeling ko gagaguhin ako ng game na to dahil ito nasimulan ko before, hindi ko lang natuloy. Okay. But bago ang lahat, breaking news. Basa tayong comments. Uy, Stanley Parable. Pero wait, wow. Oy, may lumagad. Ha, I knew it. Oo, kantan. Mukbang stream as usual. Wala akong time kumain. Alam niyo naman yun.
Walang time kumain, uy. Ano kung time kumain?
Wala akong time kumain, kundi lang yung time na kailangan ko mag-prepare ng stream. So, nagduluto ako, nagpre-prepare ako ng stream. Anyway, hindi, kumain ako kanina. Although maaga masyado. Mukbang stream. Ako mamaya din, Dame, Srads pa kahapons, vaccine. Okay. Di pa kayo. Actually, ako gusto ko na rin magpaturok para ngayon yan, nabanggit ko kahapon. Teka, ayusin ko lang yung VRoid ko. Kasi ba't nakatingin sa ibang direction to? Puwing.
Tagilid, parang ikaw.
Puwing. Yan. Ito nga nakakatawa dito sa VRoid eh. No? Tagilid yung leeg, pareho kami. Thank you sa share, sketch, Mel, call out. Bakit call out? Shout out. Shout out kay Blisterino. Shout out kay Makers O3. Shout out kay Hentai TV. Hello Henry. Sup.
Call out.
Ha? Call out.
Call out. Ayos ka lang.
Trabaho pa rin ang nasa isip ko. Oh my God. Tama na. Actually, it has been a good week. Another good week for me. Nagkaroon na evaluation sa office and I believe I passed the 90% na ridiculous percentage rate.
Mukha mo ridiculous.
But anyway, ayaw kong pag-usapan yung bagay na yan. Basta, one thing's for sure, July 1 was shit. Okay? Just saying, July 1 was shit. Alam ni Mel yun, alam ni Habs yun. Oh my God, ayoko na. Buti na lang di ganun kasama ngayong araw na to. But anyway, ang ating poll nakalagay dito. Bakit nandito pa yung adjustment? Tanggalin mo. Ang mundo ko, masaya, kumukuti-kutitap. Naalala mo yun?
Ang lakas ng boses pa, may ilatake.
Ang mundo ko, masaya, kumukuti-kutitap. Anong episode ba yan? Kalimutan ko. Happy? Anyway, ito yung poll. Which of the four is the best open world game franchise? Which of the four is the best open world game franchise? Grand Theft Auto, The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, or Assassin's Creed? Ulit. Which of the four is the best open world game franchise? Grand Theft Auto, The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, or Assassin's Creed? Activating the poll now.
Okay, so anong kinalaman niya sa kumukuti-kutitap?
Ha? Ang alin?
Anong kinalaman niya sa kumukuti-kutitap? Anong kinalaman niyan?
Ang alin? Ah,
Yung-
open
yung-
world. Mundo open world nga.
Ah, okay. Si ads on Facebook pala, no? The Elder Scrolls.
Gago. Ay, pagpasensya nyo na po si Sketch.
Wow, ako pa talaga pasensyahan. Ako pa talaga.
Oo, ikaw ang pagpapasensyahan ko.
Ang kakapal lang mukha mo.
Anyway. Basa ulit. Call out. Alam mo yung bandang Call Out Boy?
Ay naku, ano ba yan?
Yes, parang toothpaste lang. Mahirap sana yung poll kung maglalaro ako ng GTA. Kasi 4, pero 3. Doon na lang pagpipilian natin. Oh! Here we go. Pero
Well, I haven't played any of the... I haven't really played and finished any of the 4. Bukod
This
sa,
is the
like,
story of a man
konting Grand Theft
named
Auto.
Stan.
Anyway.
Ito na, story.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Jam like the street.
This is what
Salami
employee
and Baroguni.
427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ripping, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this
Mhm.
Standy's 427.
Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Front out of... Oh, okay. Musundin ba kita? Fine. What is this?
Sharpener.
Yeah? Sharpener, yeah. Went
Wait, so...
Sabi kasi,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
meeting room daw. Ano yung meeting room? Meeting room?
So you're basically just following this guy's orders.
It's up to you. Naputol ako, guys. I'm so sorry.
You don't sound very sorry to me.
Naputol tayo. Ay! Shoutout nga pala kay Jam Jam. Thank you sa share. Thank you sa like. Kailangan.
Where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Okay. Sabi mo eh. So where's the meeting room? No?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sige ko nga.
Question, naririnig niyo yung narration? Kasi pwede kong lakasan to. Wait lang. Or lagyan natin ng... Yan. Yes, okay. That's good. Kasi importante yata yung ano, yung narration.
Dahil kumakain ka na, sige nga.
Kumain ka na din.
Magkanton din ako, di ba? Kasi ang dami kong kanton ngayon, di ba?
Ah, ito yung meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Okay.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Boss's office. Shoutout nga pala kay Lucky Me. Salamat.
Shoutout pala sa lason kung bakit ako bumili ng Lucky Me.
Boss's office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Why do I get the feeling that I don't want to follow this guy's orders?
Well, one or the other, I guess. Executive bathroom. Wow.
Bakit parang ibang mundo na yung lugar na yan?
Ito si boss. Where's the boss?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Really? Oh, so saan yung 2845?
What in actual hell?
Ito yung 2845 eh.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs, trying to yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Gago.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What in actual hell?
Okay. Okay. Ito ako galing. Okay. Okay. This is nothing. This is nothing. What is this? What is this? Amazing, lol. At dahil naglalaro na si Red Tiger Plates, it's time to prepare some food and coffee. Yeah, damayan nyo ko. Maganda yan.
Ano sa mga ugali mo? Lasong ka talaga.
Ba? Ano tayo eh?
Motion in his chest, as though he felt more
Kape,
free to think for
pagkain,
himself,
at
to
laro,
question
at
the nature of his
kwentuhan.
job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Actually, kanina guys, I was thinking of playing this and what's the other one? Wait ano nga bang title nito? The other game was supposed to be asan na yung game logos? Asan na yun? Yun, The Dream Machine. Yun dapat yung isang lalaroin natin. Ano siya? Parang puzzle game siya na yung items mo hindi siya illustrated, hindi siya 3D, kundi claymation. It's really good. Pero
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
okay. Escape. What do you think? What do you think?
Escape.
Escape? You wanna escape?
But I don't like that narrator guy.
You wanna escape? Let's go.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Hello.
Rosin sent 50 stars burger.
Ay, thank you sa 50 stars burger.
But of course,
Thank
Stanley
you.
thought better of it
Yes,
and
Rosie
realized
liked
he
the stream.
simply had too
Salami and
much to
baloney.
live for.
Right.
Gago ka. Gago ka. Anyway, thank you Jazz for the 50 stars. Thank you kay Replace. Shoutout sa'yo. Oh no, buhadet. Ayoko muna mamatay. Wala pa lang.
Hindi. He said violent death.
Violent nga eh, violent.
Death.
Violent desu. Okay, what's this?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I hate this narrator guy.
Ronel Galag like the stream. Salami en Baloguni.
Hey, thank you Ronel. Thank you for dropping by. Shoutout Ars Nova. We're currently playing the Stanley Parable. Nasapian ako. O sige, kaya ako. Miguel. Sige, antay tayo si Miguel.
Ronel Galag sent 20 stars. Nasapian ako NG Espiritu NG Steam Sale.
Sino bang hindi? Sino bang hindi nasapian ng Spirit ng Steam Sale?
Ako.
Ha?
Ako, pakialam ko
Wala
dyan.
ka naman PC, inutil. Ayos ka din eh. Teka lang, susubo lang ako. Porkir! Tin.
Ano na aliw ako doon? Doon lumalabas kababawan na kaligayahan ko.
Dun sa Borgia.
Now, the
Actually, it was funny for me no
their
simula.
true nature
Lang.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What is freedom? A miserable
I think this is a game with multiple endings, no?
I think so. Yeah. Parang may nabasa yata ako.
Violent death.
Anong number ko?
4 to 7.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Mimi.
I'm back.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
Right.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Right.
Ba't di ko sinundun?
Hello. Nothing? Nothing? So, dito sa main talaga. What? What's this? What is this? Ooh, what does this
And when at
button
last he
do?
found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Ano?
Ay, nako. Parang alam mo yun, parang gusto kong itry na at every point in time na he will talk, I will deliberately disable yung narrator.
Ano ba yung sinabi niya? Turn off, di ba?
Disable, ano?
Disable, oo.
Yeah.
Oh, Stanley, You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Let's turn it
It's
off.
your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
Let's turn it
Shape
off.
it to your heart's desires.
I can't turn it off.
This is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
Okay,
More
I think it
time
has
to
something
talk
to do
about
with this,
you, about me,
these,
where we're going,
numbers.
what all this means.
1,
I
2.
barely know where to start.
Shut up.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
1.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
May,
4.
I erased them.
may
I
3
turned off
dyan.
the
Saan
machine.
sa
I
baba?
set you
On the other
free.
side.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story.
saan 3?
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
I don't know if this will work.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing
God damn you,
everyone
shut up.
inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh, wait.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Pinagdagan lang yan.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no,
Going
these
out.
colored ones. Or maybe this
You,
big
sir,
red
are an
button, or this
ashap.
door. Everything, anything.
I don't know what to
Something
do,
here
I'm
will
sorry.
save me. Why would you
Oh, not
think
you,
that, Stanley?
narrator.
That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to strike. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No enemy, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or dare. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Bastos ka. Bastas! Okay. I think that was one end.
Wait, what? Wait, there was no game over. There's no starting ng narration ulit. What the hell happened?
I don't know.
The game didn't restart. Did it?
Yeah?
I'm dead. I'm des.
This.
Anyway, once again, we're currently playing the Stanley Parable at ginagago tayo ng game. And actually, mas nagre-react si Sketch kesa sa akin. So,
I hate that guy.
sige, ganyan ang boss mo. Oh yeah, I forgot. Ang ating mug for the night ay Porkir. I know it's overused, pero it's wala lang. Cute eh.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Napaka-hard to please.
Yes.
Oh yeah, sa mga bagong dating, I forgot. Yung ating poll for the night. Which of these four is the best open world game franchise? Which of the four is the best open world game franchise? Grand Theft Auto, The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, or Assassin's Creed? Ano to? Boo, Yusak narrator. Wow, daming monitor. Streamer siguro yan. Buisit.
It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure...
Shut up. Anyway. So, ayan. May sinasabi si ano eh. Si Kumag eh. Daming monitor. Siguro, Stanley, what the hell? Hide somewhere, lol. Rebirth from another world, you got isekai'd, yeah. Anyway. So, what?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, you're not the boss of me.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Oh, yes.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Solfegesen 20 stars. Borgier. Borgier.
Thank you sa 20 stars. Borgir! Thank you sa 20 stars, Solfi.
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Nakakatawa lang eh.
It's your problem.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible, but at last he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Oh.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Sige, balikan natin yung gusto niyang mangyari.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, funny enough, hindi ako nahihilo sa kanya.
It's fine.
Yeah.
The movement is
Stepping
fine.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his
Didn't do
attention
that
was caught
earlier.
by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
This one.
In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Sinasadya ako, by the way.
Stanley just sat around Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, no, 2845.
I wonder. Oh, that's one.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Bad trip.
I really hate this narrator guy.
Huh?
I really hate this narrator guy. So ako naman nakain yun na pagkanton.
What the heck? This game, sabi ni Mac. Yep. Gawin natin yung ginagawa niya. Fine. That's what you want. I love this narrator guy, ha? Sabi ni Mel. Anong snacks natin, guys? Anong snacks natin yan? Ako nagluto lang akong kanto na may poached egg. Tapos kape na merong toast na merong mantikilya. So sinasawsaw ko yung kape sa mantikilya. Ay, mali.
Sige.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wow, highly sarcastic sketch Metis match. No match kay narrator guy. Tinapay plus homemade sandwich bread and kape. Yun yung homemade sandwich bread. Oh yeah. Hello, who is this?
Alexa CH like the stream. Salami en baloguni.
Hey Alexa, thank you sa like. Uy, si Cherry din pala nag-like. Cherry, salamat. Oh yeah, by the way. Ayan.
Seri Rose Pelagio like the stream. Salami en baloguni.
By the way, inayos natin yung shoutout dun sa other end, no? Sinama na natin yung mga friends natin sa Twitch. So, nandyan na si Sketch, nandyan na si Kodo, nandyan na si Boka, at nandyan na si Ghost. So, ayan. Inayos natin yan. And hopefully, pati yung thank you notes sa mga after ng ano natin. Kasi ano yun video yun actually, hindi siya slide scroll. So, pag may time ako, ayusin ko yan. Okay?
Thank you, Koya. Love you.
Of course, of course.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ano to? Poached egg yum. Nandiyan ka, Dale. Of course. Why would I forget?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
Actually, hindi nga lang yan,
the lives
hindi lang
of so
streamers
many
yan.
individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay, so
Saan siya? Nasaan yung 247? Nasaan yung 247 sa mga screens?
let me see.
Just curious.
Yeah, same. 2
4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, 47.
yung sa baba. Yung may drawer.
Bakit hindi siya nakikita sa live?
I don't know. I don't know if that's something that we should be aware of. Drawer
Eh. Well.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Just shut it.
Nag-iiba yung ano
No.
niya.
He refused to believe it.
Nag-iiba
He
yung
couldn't accept
lines
it.
niya.
His own life
Hindi, yan
in
kanina.
someone else's control.
Same yan.
Never.
Same yan, oh.
It was
Yan, yung part na yan.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
to the world. Napakatiyat. Kung sino man ang voice actor nito, ang galing mo.
Ah.
Kasi kapag effective ka maging
And
ano
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking,
Let's go to
eating,
the other
working.
the
All of
other
it
section.
monitored and commanded from this very
The
place.
other selection.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Once and
Right.
for all.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Oh, I'm supposed to be moving.
Was it over?
Again?
Yes.
Ayun.
He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's
Uy, nice
grasp?
ending.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley
Right.
stepped through the open door.
Step to the open door daw.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Right.
Okay. Beat the game. Oh my god. Really? So what is the challenge here then? Makuha mo lahat ng endings.
Multiple endings nga to.
Multiple ending siya. Teka, basa tayong comments.
So what happened, I assume, is the bad ending.
What? The first
I
one?
assume what happened is the bad ending.
Yung itong isa? Itong pangalawa na to?
No, yung nangyari ngayon is the bad ending.
It's a bad ending for you, I see. Basa tayong comments.
Ano bad ending for you? It's a bad ending.
Poach egg, yum. DIY tuna shawarma. Uy, tuna shawarma?
Shawarma.
Shawarma? Ako, where? Yun, sakto. Uy, nice ending. Or easy.
Ayan, tuloy. Kumain na ako ng kanton. Gutom pa rin ako. No!
Burger. Yes, multiple endings po tong game na to. Yes. Nabasa ko na multiple ending siya. Pero hindi ko naman in-expect yung immediate na yun.
I remember I've seen some gaming videos that mention this game, pero thankfully I don't remember
Stanley
much.
simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly.
Sinala yung door.
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Spoken
Now
to?
it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, this is so hilarious. Oh my god. This is really funny.
I hate this game.
Ay, nako. Pinalaro ko to before. Although, I don't know. I had a lot of distractions. Eh, ngayon nag-i-stream ako. I should, I don't know, what should I say? At least play majority of this, if not all. So,
But Stanley
Tama na,
simply
Hood.
couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision?
Ay,
What if a
nakalose ko pala
crucial
yun.
outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait.
Okay,
Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours
okay, walang
passed,
nangyayari.
then
So,
days.
talagang ganun din.
Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Spoken
Now
to.
it's
Wrong
just
grammar.
a little bit closer.
Ha?
Wrong
Now
grammar.
it's even closer. Here it comes.
Puy! Let's go out. Ayan. Who's that door?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers.
What if you
He
take a
never
drink to
functioned well by
sa break
himself
room? Sige,
and
let's go.
constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
I mean, are there any
When
other
Stanley
rooms
came to
open?
a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Para siya nagbabranch na NB.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished,
Soon.
here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Sige. Dito lang tayo. Mingle tayo. Yan.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Judger.
Bakit may cup sa
Stanley
box?
sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Fourth wall. Nice.
Mm-mm.
What is this? Mukhang wala na.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Sumara yung door.
Oh, sinasara niya. Para yung decision mo, final. Do not jump from the cargo lift while in motion. will cause death. Thanks. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000.
Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Patay ka na,
There's
may
someone
penalty
you've
pa.
been
Oo nga eh.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Do you have any other option?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double-check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you...
Ano
Wait a
pong
second.
sapatos sinusuot
Did I
ni
just
King
see-
Gamanok?
No,
Rebok
that's not possible. I can't believe it. Why
Hafan
not
po sa
noticed it
reina tu.
sooner?
Lamau
You're
lamau.
not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
Okay.
He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Wow.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Sige.
Christian Eraskin Consemino Ser Your Stream. Salami en Baloguni.
Salami and Balohoni. Basa tayong comments. Nagalit. Okay, what's the address of this guy? The best po talaga tong game na to. Ang funny ni narrator. Anong storyline ng Stanley Parable? Choices? I don't know. You're stuck in an office na you're a slave to to the corporate world, and then na-realize mo one day wala nang tao doon sa office, and then for some reason may nagsasalitang narrator na nagbe-break ng fourth wall, and then parang he wants you to do whatever he wants you to do, pero you have a choice not to follow him. So parang ganun. Yun lang masasabi ko sa ngayon. It's hard to explain. It's branching out, yes. Fish. Buwisit, diba yung fish? Parang need ng matinding understanding sa game. Basta ang premise ay you are an office employee and there's an unreliable character to guide you through the story. The rest, ikaw na bahala. Notify. Follow age. Good luck, Half Panzer. Thank you, Christian. Salamat sa share. Salamat sa like. Salamat sa notify. Interesting. Ay, oo, biglang nawala lahat ng tao sa office. Yeah. So, you're literally alone. Okay, so where do you want me to go?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly
Die.
halfway through
Do
the
it.
story. That story would make no sense
But
at all.
I can't
We
jump.
just
Do
need to
it.
get you
I
home
can't
as soon
jump.
as possible
No.
before the narrative
But I can't
contradiction gets any worse.
Wait.
Unfortunately,
nilagyan nila ng
it
rails?
seems this
Yeah.
place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
They actually put rails.
Nilagyan niya ng rail. Wala yun kanina. So, pinapabalik niya ako. Okay, let's go back. Sabi mo.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Doon sa kabilang door. This door. Wait. Huh?
It's
Now
closed.
remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that?
Wait, what happened?
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
What? Okay.
Jonathan Esquejo sent 20 stars, as will not read this message because he has poor decision-making skills. Do not be like us.
Uy, yan nagbasa. Ay, gosh. My gali. Grabe. Binasa ko yun. Bakit?
It's ruined. I can't believe
Sinabi
after
ng wag
everything
mong
we talked
basahin
about
eh.
you-
Ako binasa.
My story. You've destroyed my work. Why?
Too late.
For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
What the actual F?
Yung patience niya running thin. Okay.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this part with you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Anyway, muna na ako matulog. Happy streaming. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Ronel. Good night. Maraming salamat sa pag-drop.
No!
Yeah, what? Yeah, let's go.
No!
Here. Let's go here.
I want the narrator to suffer.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How can you
Coming
do in
to
this
the
one?
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wait. Was it like that before?
No. I'm aware.
Yung last time going down before?
There was nawala yung yung bathroom, CR, whatever. Nope. Oh. Okay.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Was it like this earlier?
Unraveled,
No.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Resorts World Manila.
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Okay. Nightshark 115.
Ba't ka naninigaw?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't
Who the hell
mishear me,
is
did
this?
you?
Night
Please
Shark.
speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
No, shut it.
Clearly, Nightshark
Okay,
115.
fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a
Pagalitan
choice,
na
you
naman
know.
ako.
You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ron Bernal liked the stream. Salami and Baloguni.
Who is this?
Stanley?
Ron Bernal. Thank you sa pag-drop by, Ron Bernal. Salamat sa share, salamat sa like. Welcome back. Hindi muna tayo nag-Layton. Naggaguhan muna tayo. Thank you for...
Can you hear me? Is everything alright?
Okay. Ginagago muna tayo.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
Basta tayo comments.
Do something. Anything.
Abrupt
This
cuts
is
are the
more
best. Yep.
important than you ever know.
Ibang office yan,
I
ha?
need this.
Gagalit.
The story needs it.
Paul idea. Sino masaya galitin?
You
Ano
hear
to?
me? Are you there?
Seymour.
You listening
Sket
to this?
or
Stay
narrator,
there.
guy? Si Sket ba yung narrator? Kita mo na.
Okay, I can wait.
No.
Time to decide.
Welcome back, Sir
Your
Ads.
choice
Thank
is
you.
correct.
Thank
That
you.
is the
Glad to be
best
here
choice.
ulit. Shut the fuck up, narrator.
I'll
Love the
wait for
Paul,
you
Sir
to
Ads. Ay,
decide
thank you,
what's
thank
the
you.
right thing to
Actually,
do.
it's hard for me to figure out
Take as much time
the way
as you
na maging
need.
porn tayo sa Paul to make it more interesting. Okay, what na? Yeah, okay.
In actual hell?
Stanley knew the office layout like the
Gero
back of his
Santos
hand.
sent the stars.
It was only a matter of
Baloni,
time before he found
Baloni.
the others, wherever they were.
New dialogue.
Just a matter of time.
Who's this? Uy, Derry,
Gero
thank you sa
Santos like the
share.
stream. Salami and Baloguni.
Thank you sa share, thank you sa like, Derry, tsaka si Alo. Yeah, ayun. Thank you. Happy weekend nga pala, guys.
Deri Estrobo like the
Hindi ko
stream.
pa weekend.
Salami and Baloguni.
Well, it's technically a weekend, so yeah.
Sad.
Gero Santos served your stream. Salami and Baloguni.
Uy, what's this? Why is open computer?
Deri
Shutdown mo yan.
Estrobo served your stream. Salami and Baloguni.
Shutdown mo yan. Masyadong magastos sa kuryente.
Hindi wow. Lahat ng ilaw bukas. Walang tao.
Wala kang tao. What's that? What's this? Isnak.
420. Blazing. Input. What?
I don't know.
It said username something something.
I don't know. Oh well, let's go back. Ano? Basa uli. Baloni. Putek weekend na. Oo, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. It's my grocery day again. Friday, boys. Akala ko Wednesday pa lang or something nagagawa kapag ikaw ay sumasideline. Actually, kahit BPO. Pag BPO ka, hindi mo alam kung anong araw na. Oh, noes. Happy 4th of July. Wala kaming pasok sa Monday. That's good for you. Wala. Ano kami? Japanese company kami. Japanese
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Yada. Finally, naabutan ko na rin. Lagi ko hindi naabutan yung stream mo dahil sa short nap ko tuwing 11. Di wow, conscious sa kuryente. Oo, ano tayo?
When Stanley came to a set
Ayan,
of
sketch.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
There was this
admire
one
it.
other thing pa.
Yeah?
Na
The
he
lounge
passed
was
by this
sublime,
maintenance room.
a work
Yeah,
of
yeah.
art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open
Wow.
door on his left.
You can go in.
Yung dialogue.
And so he
Ano
detoured
yan?
through the maintenance section,
Ano meron dyan?
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I think. I don't know. Let's see.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no.
Wait, no,
it's to the right. My mistake. No.
Ginagago
not the
na niya
right.
ako.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay. Yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed
Huh?
to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Bawal spoiler narrator.
Puta na yun, itong laro to.
Ay, akong game na to, Diyos ko. Alam mo, para siyang superliminal, only this time, ginagago ka nung game verbally. Yung isa, visual eh. Ang kulit na narrator ha. Bawal spoiler narrator. Ano yan? Hala. Narrator, what the fuck? Oh my God. Please. Anyway, sa mga bagong dating, welcome to Red Tiger Place. We are on our first hour. And ito nga pala yung poll natin for the night. Which of the four is the best open world game franchise? Which of the four is the best open world game franchise? Is it Grand Theft Auto, The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, or Assassin's Creed?
1 hour pa lang? Talaga?
Ang alin?
1 hour pa lang yung stream?
Ha?
1 hour pa lang yung stream?
1 hour pa lang yung stream, yeah.
Kailang ending na tayo.
I don't know. Alam ko marami yung marami talaga yung ending niya. Okay. Yeah, another thing, ang mug for the night ay burger. Tsaka isang burger with price.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, anong pwede natin gawin?
What else can we, ruin for this game?
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Ano to?
No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Wait.
Let's find the story.
Okay, let's go here.
What?
Let's find the story daw.
What in the world happened?
Binuksan niya lahat. Wait.
This is getting interesting.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay. You know what? This is not a game. This is a walking simulation. No.
Hindi naman.
Walking simulation to eh. This is not a game.
No, this is the
All of his co-workers were gone.
annoy the narrator
What did it mean?
simulation.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hindi muna natin. Baka nagbago na naman yung doon. Binigyan mo ko na adventure. Loko-loko kay. What?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Sabi mo.
Something changed. No. You have just been going straight to the room. You might have missed something.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Alang yan, ton larong... Oh, okay. This is nice.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Ay. Oh!
Wait.
Binigyan niya ako na...
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Trademark pa talaga eh. Teka, basa tayong comments. Oh my God. Ano to? Teka lang Hindi ko alam saan na mag-start. Oh my God. Parang CCTV. Stanley Parable. Sarap sabihan na ano ba narrator. Diba? I chose the popular in the poll. It's realistic, not going to spoil. Well, I think I have an idea what that is, to be honest. Siya ba ang nag-narrate nung Getting Over It? Holy moly. I think so. Pero Google mo, to be sure. Hindi. Oh. Okay. Lang yan narrator. Worst narrator ever. Piece of someone simulator. Na-imagine ko si Siskas maglalaro nito eh. Hindi ko alam kung matatawa siya or I don't know.
Oh, may inis ako matatawa ka na at the same time.
Yun nga eh. Ibago na. Parang Fatal Frame yung room kanina. Ayaw na. Holy moly, please change the narrator. No, don't. I like him.
I hate him, but he's fun.
I like him.
Turn around.
Huh?
Turn around.
Turn around? Yeah, what about? Yeah.
Nah, fine.
There's a new challenge up ahead. The line.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
Wait. I think I know what to do. Hindi ko susundin yung line.
No, I'm done. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
No, I'm done.
Okay, fine. Wala namang ibang path eh.
This now has me really curious though, like how much branching does this game have?
I don't know.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny?
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
What?
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What the? Wait. Stairs? Yung stairs, does it go further?
Ha?
Yung stairs, does it go further?
No?
Look at this music! Wait. Whiteboard? Ano yun sa whiteboard?
Whiteboard. It's question mark.
Yan. On the corner of it. Oh, nothing. Akala ko may nakasulat. I actually get the feeling that this game does plot hints.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Right.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Yung following you na, ha?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Ay, naku. Wait, basa. Ano to? It's not a destination, it's final destination. Boom! Mind blown, wapish. My brain is now lamaw. Ito yung classmate mong nag-present sa harap ng klase pero 10% lang yung topic yung ano. What the fuck, music? Line, trademark. Anong mas magulo? Ito o yung ano, superliminal?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and
It's
Stanley
nothing.
forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go
Just
wild.
wait.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
What? How did that just like go round and round?
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
What the hell are those lines?
Yeah, no, when it's fine, then it just starts going off the walls. Like, what the shit?
Okay.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
Huh?
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really
Ito
how
yung ginawa
all
ko
this
yata
goes?
so far.
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
Isa lang pala
Well,
yun.
who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a
Wait,
say in
asan
all of
ka na?
this? Is it really?
Asang part ka na dyan?
No, it can't
Huh?
be.
Adventure
I
line.
don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want
Papunta
to
na
be
fifth
trapped like
restart.
this.
Actually,
I won't
eh, hindi ka
restart the game. I won't do it.
Asa
I
ano ka
won't
na?
do it.
Papunta ang
I
fifth
won't
restart.
do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Okay, wala na yung
Wait,
line.
the line's gone.
Ha? Yeah, wala na yung line. Something here, nothing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's go. Meeting room.
What?
Wait lang.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Makaiba na naman. Oh,
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during
Marichim
work hours.
Pasia like
He
the
might be
strip.
fired for
Salami and
that.
Balogunin.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
wait, what?
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
What?
None of it made any logical sense.
Muulit yung room.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other
Oh,
strange
muulit,
observations. For example, why
Muulit.
couldn't he see his
Oh,
feet
see?
when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they
repeating.
simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for it? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Auto-therapy?
I am okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh my God.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay.
What?
Okay. That was another end? Yeah, it is. Anyway. Ayun, thank you sa pag-like, Ate Ichi. Hello. Yep, naglalaro tayo ng Stanley Parable. At ano ba masasabi ko sa... Ano masasabi mo sa game na to, Sketch?
Medyo meron akong yung itch na kalikutin lahat ng bagay sa laro to. But I think it's good.
What does this button do?
How much can I deviate from what the narrator wants? Andun din yung fear ko na there might be so many things to do na baka hindi ko magawa lahat.
Na-answer mo yung phone call? Hindi ko na-answer yung phone call. Pwede ko ulitin yun, then i-answer natin yung phone call. Sige. Basta tayong comments? Oh.
how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent.
Shut up.
And if he just stays
Sabi
right
niya
Shut up. Masa tayong comments. Never-ending Parable, Turn Back. Ito yung classmate mong naging spoil sana yung movie na panoorin mo pero yung kinuwento niya, hindi pa rin niya napapanood. This messed up. Dami restart. Haha. Shit. Hindi ba naisip na holiday at pumasok siya? Oo nga. Yeah. Oh my God. Na-answer yung phone call. This game is so whack but fun.
But there's a
Even now,
problem. Hindi
Stanley's
lahat
office
ng
was a
restart is an
distant
actual
memory.
restart.
What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting.
Huh?
Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
What?
When
That is
Stanley came
different.
to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was
here
so
again.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Like, jump off.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay.
Huh? Wait. What? Wait. Wait, what happened?
Ano? Na-press ko yung door pag sara.
Open it.
I can.
The outside was different.
Ano nga eh. Asshole narrator ka, Inis. Gusto ko mapanood to laro, Inis Cat, para maginisan sila ng narrator.
I'm good enough with this.
Okay. Sige, I'll just stand here. Stanley Parable.
No.
Can I get the bucket papa here? It's not available right now, Kodo. I'm so sorry. But I have a shoutout icon for you on the lower right of the screen. You just have to wait for it. Thank you for the share, Kodo.
Your stream. Salami and baloguni.
Say baguette boy.
Thank you for the share. How are you doing? How are we doing, Kodo? BTS meal then. We had. I don't know if you've missed it, but we had. Anyway, there's no narration, no nothing.
Nothing's happening.
I don't know. There's some trigger somewhere.
Phone?
Mug. Nothing.
Computer? Phone? Something? I don't know.
Yeah, let me see. Nothing. Phone, nothing. Are we stuck? You can't jump. Achievement unlocked. You can't jump. Why am I...
Huh?
Why do I have an achievement unlock if I'm being locked inside my room?
I think it's for the previous.
In doing well, getting ready to sleep soon. How are you all? Yeah, we're doing fine. It's already weekend here in Manila. Yeah, well, not for sketch though. Sorry about that. But I think we can restart.
No.
I just did.
No.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Now
What
do
could
it again.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
It will
Perhaps
appear
he had
eventually.
simply missed a memo.
No, jump off the...
Yeah.
Thing
Of
again.
course. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we have a wonderful weekend, Kodo. Then.
Wait.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. This is a different hallway.
Wait.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on
Let's
his
go to the
left.
right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
We're not
Perhaps he
we're
wanted to
not
stop by the
playing
employee
for
lounge
the
first,
story.
just to
we're
admire it.
playing, toying. rather.
Stanley felt lightheaded. butterflies in his stomach.
But the thing is,
But eager to get back to
what
business,
is the actual
Stanley
story?
took the first open door on his left.
I have
No.
idea. I have no idea. BRB going to eat, then be back. Alright. Have fun eating.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Not gonna jump.
Look,
Jump off.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in
Let's
someone
answer the
else can be
phone.
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
That's the
This
exact
is it,
line.
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Let's answer the
To
phone.
put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
So, yan talaga yun eh. He picked up the phone, and then, light.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No.
Okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 4 to 7, press 6 on your keyboard. How about I press 5? Nothing happens. 6.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press E.
Look at
Now
him
you're
there,
just doing his
pushing
job.
buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
No.
What if I don't press? I had a hunch Stanley is dead. Well, there was one moment, one ending rather, that he died. Actually, a lot of endings. Yung isa nalaglag dun sa dun sa yung conveyor na yun. And then yung isa was, I don't know how he ended up like so. Wala.
But in his
Wala.
mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
This game is good.
From behind his
Really
desk,
good.
Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
In case you are wondering actually guys, kung nahihilo ba ako sa game, slowly.
I mean, I'm watching you play it. It's not so
Slowly,
bad.
guys, slowly.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Yeah.
First, he
Wait,
imagined
what?
that one day while at work, he stepped up from his
Where's my
desk
desk?
to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Into the room.
The thought excited
Hindi,
him
wala. Nakaharang
terribly.
yung sofa.
No.
Press 1 to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Ginagago na ako ng larong to
Kanina pa.
may minention si narrator na na-deads daw si Stanley in this sequence. Oo nga. Dito sa particular na to. You're not playing this game is playing you.
No, I'm not playing this game. I'm just
As he
going for the
wandered through
story.
this fantasy world,
Nagbago yung
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely
This
there's an
floor is like
answer
the
down
street.
some new path.
Salami and
Mustn't there
baloguni.
be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Teka. Uy, thank you sa like. D1. Ay, sabagay, wala dito si Hao. Thank you, Dids, for the like and the multiple shares. Wow. Haha, umabot din ako. Oo nga eh. Wala ba tayong activity ng umaga?
Wala po. Pupuyat yan ngayon. Friday night.
Oo nga eh. Usually nagbabike itong si Dids eh. I love you, Boss Kets. Anyway.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Press it.
You see?
Press it.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he
I went back
remains
to my
here,
room.
he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Ano yan? Ano yan to? Mind games po to? Oh, I pressed.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere.
That's actually a good
except
question.
badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
I can.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Hindi ko magamit yung
Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
So what do we do?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Jump off
Stanley
that
decided to go to the
thing
meeting
again.
room.
Jump
Perhaps
off.
he had simply
I
missed the
can
memo.
jump, by the way.
I know. Basta, just die. Kasi,
Stanley came to
nung
a set of two open
sinara mo agad ang door kasi
This
last
was
time.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What's that? A different description?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
Different
incredible he
description?
wasn't 5 years ago.
Uy, walang fence. Ay, wait. May fence ba dito?
Wala talaga.
Wala talaga, no? Okay, so...
Nung bumalik ka dyan for the second time, tsaka ka ng mga rails.
Okay,
Just
so
jump off
What do you
and
want me to do?
fall off and die.
Fall up and... Di ba we've done that?
Yes, pero nung nagising ka, iba yung nasa labas, sinara mo agad yung door.
Ah, so we want me
Look,
to do it
Stanley,
again.
I think perhaps
Yes.
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Yes.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
You're welcome.
Don't close the door. Ay, hindi siya nangyari.
Random yata yan.
What the F?
Random yata, I think.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure
Wait.
of it. If he checked over his
The
shoulder
end
now,
was
he would
never the
surely
end.
catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Wait, what?
Ano? No?
The narration's different.
Yeah. Parang may kanya-kanya siyang ano eh. May kanya-kanya siyang something.
When Stanley
Now
came
what do
to
we
a
do?
set of two open doors,
Let's go to the
he
left.
entered the door on his left.
Well played, Boss Ketch. Haha, sabi ni Dids.
Yet there was not a single
Yes.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might come
Galing
into
tayo
a
sa baba,
staircase.
diba?
Stanley walked upstairs
Yeah, yan
to
yung
his
paulit-ulit
boss's
ka lang sa baba.
office.
Let's go up. Tingnan natin yung room. Baka iba na yung room ng boss. Oh, bumalik ka executive bathroom.
Hindi na siya yung
The
room
moment he
kanina.
entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone?
Haha, ang
This
kulit
was
nitong
too
game.
much
Parang
for
na-feel ko
Stanley
yung
to
depression.
take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees,
Really?
bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Natawa si Mel.
Nyetang na rin to. Buisit.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Ay, sana pala nilakad ko yun. Nagpatihulog ako. Tingnan ko ano mangyayari. Meron bang something dito?
So dark. Hmm?
Ay, hindi. Wala. Never gets old. Loko yung narrator. You know, right? Just go.
Wala eh. Just when you think na alam mo na yung mangyayari, suddenly magbabago yung dialogue. Pungas.
This game is really... If I consider this a game, I don't know. Is it?
Stanley walked straight ahead
I
through
think
the
it
large
is. It
door
is.
that read Mind Control Facility.
No, how about no?
Huh?
How about no?
How about no?
Escape. Yung kanina.
Escape? Pwede. Ay,
You didn't go to that. Blah.
Ayun. Ayun eh, nasaraduhan na nga ako.
You didn't go to that
The
earlier.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
Never
screens.
thought about it.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Whatever. Wait, so what are we doing this time different?
I don't know. Baka meron pa ibang gagawin dito.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Mind control status or offline.
Well, if you push
If I push
off,
yes. Oh, ano? Yeah, if I push
And
off,
when at last he found the source of the room's power,
lalabas
he knew
yung
it was his
exit.
duty,
If I
his
push on,
obligation, to
magka-count
put an
down.
end to this horrible place and to everything it stood
So
for.
it seems na babalik din ako dun sa ano, no? Dun sa dalawang ano to? What the hell? Nawala yung logistics information ng in-order ko. Ay? Talaga? Yung sa ano? Sa Shopee?
oof. Oof.
Yikes.
BRB.
I'm thinking if I should restart this part. Okay, restart tayo. COD,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Na-PM
room.
ko na siya.
Perhaps he had
Okay na
simply missed
siguro
a
yan.
memo.
Kailangan mo lang naman malaman siguro is yung schedule ng ano. Okay, nag-iba na naman yung corridor. Yung schedule ng pagdating.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling
Are you going for the
disbelief,
escape
Stanley
door?
decided to go up to his boss's
think we
office,
can go.
hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Bakit to? Nasaan yung ano ko? To lang. Nawala yung dot ko eh. Nawala yung tracking number. New passageway? I don't know. Oh, fine. Antayin natin siya magsalita. Ayun na pala. Binuksan na niya kasi.
We all know the drill, lols. Sabi niya, we all know the drill.
Oo nga. Aray ko. Let's check if we can escape.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Escape.
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I did
Cool.
die. Oh wait.
Oh wait. What's this?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Wait. What? Okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Wait, what?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Okay.
Do you see now?
Oh.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Okay. The office. Button sounds.
Ano to? Parang dev room?
I don't know. Nawala yung door sa taas. Okay, what is this? What is this?
Layout
There's
ng
my
office.
room. This is my room. Yeah, this is my room. Ito yung corridor.
Layout ng
Oh,
office.
yung layout
Oh.
office, yeah. Yan yung two doors nandun. The corridor. Okay. Filing. Thanks.
Oh, lol.
Office computers. What's this exhibit?
Parang dev room of sorts, I guess.
Nga eh. Nature paintings. Okay. There are two doors left and right.
Stanley's computer.
Meron ding credits.
Yeah, I think this is dev rooms of or something. I don't know. So, anong where the doors? It's left.
There are two doors. What is this? Maintenance room. Ano to? Oh. The office. Where the hell am I? Warzone.
Hmm?
Okay.
Really in development. We designed. I can't read it too much. An ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game
Yeah.
would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of the people who like shooters, which was not our intention.
Which is, I think, ito
I had
yata
to zoom in.
Ito yata yung ano eh, yung message mismo nung creator ng game. Baka ito yung way nung creator ng game para mag-convey dun sa viewers, dun sa players.
I think dev room to.
Yeah, I think so too. Narrator emails. Thank you nga pala, Hab, sa 20 stars. Hello. Hi, Paps. Puro basa tayong comments saglit. Ang dami nangyari kanina, sorry. Baka bug lang, matagal na nawala yung tracking. Nagbago boss tofu yung combi, ha. Ngayon ko lang na-check ulit, not sure kung kailan nawala. Try it mamaya ulit, baka bug lang. I think try mo, Mel, sa sa desktop tsaka sa mobile. No? Tingnan mo kung kung lumabas. Kasi ako naka-encounter din ako ng bug sa Shopee before, pero bumalik siya, bumalik. Siguro doon lang sa pagkakataon na yun. Try it mamaya ulit, baka bug lang. Nabago yung boses, hindi kaya siya rin yung narrator, ha? Addict na game to. Posible ng plus nga dahil bago na boses. Ang ingay mo, Sket, di narinig si Miguel. Hindi, ulitin natin ito si Miguel. Nasaan na? Ting, ting, ting. Ting, 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 ting. Oh, Miguel.
Anytime I've sent 20 stars, 20 umabot ako.
20 umabot ako. Thank you sa 20 nga pala uli. Hab, salamat.
Wala akong pake at hindi ko narinig na mayroon palang stars. At pangalawa, hindi ko nabasa yung comment mo sa comments na hindi mo marinig dahil sa akin.
Maganda talaga kung si Sketch yung narrator ng game. I'm currently what? Gago. I'm currently playing Stanley Parable. The launch. Oh yeah, that's the launch, yes. What's this? Okay. Apartment timer. Okay. Cargo lift. Wait. I didn't encounter this.
Yes, you did.
Really?
I told you to jump off it twice.
No, this is different. Look. Ang ramp niya is upward. Are you sure?
I think so.
No, I don't think so. This is also different.
Oh, that was different. Wait, ano yun sa ano na yun?
I'll go
Ano yun sa kabilang room?
We'll go there.
Ang dami naman itong ano.
Oo nga eh. What the hell is this?
Z-ending? 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 Z-ending.
Z-ending. Freedom ending. Ito yung freedom ending. Yan, nakuha natin to. So, lumalabas, pinapakita niya iba-ibang ending.
Yeah, it's a dev room.
Yeah,
it's supposed to display stuff, I guess.
Countdown room, yeah. We go up here. Freedom ending. The boss's office. Ay, bye-bye.
There's a third one.
Wala nga dito yung yung isa eh.
Alin? Yung green?
The green, yeah.
But there's a fourth one.
Office clock. Baka multiple nga siya. We end up on the other side. Okay, that's cool. Dami abubots. I think that is one way to pinaka-closing credits niya. Yung escape na yon. So I think doon mo siya ma-access. Ang galing, napaka-creative nga eh.
Well, I think this is also a way for the game to tell you that there's multiple endings.
Yeah.
They're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing. Does that sound plausible to you?
Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times. over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Wow, okay. I don't think there's something else here. Galing yung galing yung voice actor niya. Ang kulit, ang dami yung pathway. Muna tayo mag-exit. Meron pa dito Sending levers. Yan, hindi ko na-encounter yan. Trailers.
Mabasa. Never mind.
Ayan, we ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one released in May 2012. Features the series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing for a new version of Stanley Parable. 2012. Ano to? I second the emotion kay Boss Ads ha. Nalilito pa rin ako. Tama. May true ending ata yung kanina sa Green Grass Portrait. Hindi ko alam kung true yon or it's just one of those good endings. I don't know. Have we missed anything? This one. Yeah. Meeting room. Maintenance layout.
Huh?
Maintenance layout.
Bakit? Bakit ganyan?
Iba-iba yung nagiging form. Anyway, so anything else? Have we got to every nook and cranny? Marapataas. Oh, yeah. Right. 427, Stanley's office.
Oh?
Tatlo iba-iba itsura ng office ni Stanley.
Wait. There are differences.
Looks like it. Dalawa yung PC rito.
Yung isa may box sa filing cabinet.
Yep. Ito na, aware ako dyan. Yung dalawang hindi ko alam. Left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. First was created in November 2011, 2nd March 2012, 3rd February 2013. I see.
So they use different design in originally.
So pati history nila pinakita nila rito. Alright, so I suppose we can go exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Yun na yun? Okay.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time...
What do you think? Pause? Quit? Or let myself killed?
I don't know. Just go for it for now. Just let it continue. I don't know.
Choose for you. Don't let time...
Ouch.
Ouch. Ouchie, ouch. Ouchie, ouch. Then what happened?
I'm waiting. You.
Game?
Yeah. I'm died. I died.
This isn't normal though.
Yeah, nothing is happening. I think I died. Begin the game again. Anyway. Sige. So, I've been playing for 2 hours and 11 minutes. Let me check the time. It's 3 o'clock. Sige. Pwede natin ituloy. Tuloy natin. So, already, it's a weekend naman. Sige.
Ikaw na naka-weekend.
Ha? Ay, sorry. If I resume the game, I can't.
No movement, no nothing.
Oh. Let's continue. Kararating lang naman. Oh, yan.
Oops.
Yan yung room. Sinasabi mo.
Oops.
Kararating lang ni Dids. Sige, pagbigyan natin si Dids. Minsan lang natin
All of his
makasama si
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so what's up with this layout?
Ano to? Weekend? Ano yun? Ano sabi? Here we go. Medyo kinokontrol ko lang yung ano ko.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Andiyan na agad siya?
Okay, I don't know what else did I miss. What do you think? Left or right?
Well, what do you want to do this time? Ano bang gusto mong makuha ng ano? What do you even remember na
This was
pwede nating
not the
balikan?
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Weekend, ano yun? Singer yun, diba? Buisit.
It was okay.
Mali naman ang spelling ng
But
weekend.
eager to get back to business,
Huh?
Stanley took the first
Hindi, yung
open door on
weekend na
his
din
left.
ito kay na.
No. He just said it was okay.
Oh. What? Huh?
Something's different.
Something is different? You sure? Or still the same?
Doon, pagdating mo sa employee lounge, he just said it's okay.
Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
There's a passageway on your left there. I don't know how.
Actually, yan ang sasabihin ko nga sana.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
Can you fall
foot
to that
here. I'm not
platform?
your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
What?
Go for it for now, I guess.
Huh?
Go for the red door, I guess.
Okay, let's go.
Not that we know that
Thank
this
God you are
possibility.
willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
I did.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
What's the solution? Oh, there's a door. Okay, thanks.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here.
What? Actual F?
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
No.
What?
Dialogue? Ano ka ba?
Huh?
I was waiting for dialogue to happen.
No dialogue. What?
Oh well.
What did we fall?
What is it for?
The hell are these colors? Oh my god.
It's pretty.
Let's just go out.
No, wait. Where are you going?
What? Where do you want me to go? I'm gonna get out of this place.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
No?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Ah, kasi.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Sige, let's just stand here.
Well,
Parang naglalaroan kaming dalawa.
yeah.
The narrator and myself. And vice versa. I'm gonna jump.
No! Oh, thank God. You
What?
lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get... No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Malisa we like the stream. Salami and Baloguni.
Hey, Mama
Wala.
Mia, hello! Buti nakaabot tayo. I'm gonna jump again.
Stanley,
Ayaw
let's
mamatay.
go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from... Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Can you fall from there?
I don't know. Let's try. No, I can't. I can't.
So are you just
Let's
supposed to
wait.
wait all of this too?
Let's just wait. Let's see what happens. Panaginip na naman ba to? This is Stanley Parable. Mia, by the way. Ano to? Para siyang superliminal pero gaguhan kayo nung narrator. Nothing is happening, so just... Huh? Oh, there are the stars again. But nothing is happening. This is bullshit. Let's go back.
Yeah, it's just
No,
restarting.
Perhaps not.
There's a door earlier. Yeah, maybe it's open now. I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see. Wala sumusaway eh.
And door na yun, it doesn't do anything.
Ay, it doesn't. I don't think it does.
Oh well. Yeah.
Please let me
Maybe
just
you're just
die.
getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Sad boy.
Sad boy. Okay, sige kuya, babalik na po. Ayan na.
Sad
Do
boy
you actually
narrator.
want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Oh, ayan.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Yung parang ko ng paglalaro nga pala guys nito sa game na to. I always keep on a straight line as much as possible para hindi mabilis ang nausea sa akin. At the moment, yes, meron ako nausea, nagkakaroon ako, pero hindi sindala nung nangyari the other game.
Nothing's happening. What is?
What's happening? Is there a door over here? I think.
So are you just supposed to like restart the game?
Restart na lang, ano?
Well, I don't know.
Ganap ako ng triggers. Kailangan magsalita ni narrator.
Is it over? It's going to restart,
there we
isn't
go.
it? I'm going back.
There we go.
Okay, now what?
Ano pang options?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Basa
Stanley
muna tayong comments. Sige. Umaya ka na, Mr. Narrator. Teka. Nasaan tayo? Wait, good morning. Good morning, Mama Mia. What, lol? Panaginip na naman ba ito? Kain tayo Nova, guys. Natulog na si Ars. Tulog ka na ulit. Welcome to the Twisted Fate, Mama Mia. Hala, kinain si Nova, natutulog. Di si Ronel, ha? Boss Ars, no! Hoy! Na-try mo na ba maglaro ng Five Nights at Freddy's? Parang wala akong interest. I don't know if they are similar, pero
Nah, it's a jump scare game. It's not for you.
yeah. Alam niyo naman ang Red Tiger plays. More of like, ano to? Meron na naman siyang sinasabi dito. Ayun, so far is doing excellent, blah blah blah.
I didn't say.
Ayan, kasi naka-display lang ako, sitting pretty. The thing about this game kasi hindi ko siya kina-alt-tab ko siya para mabasa ko yung mga other things. All along, you want Boss Rs. Meme na tayo. Meme na tayo ulit, guys. Baka mag-away na naman dahil sa patas tong dalawan to. Sketch, pagawa mo muna kasi yung sapatos mo, Sketch.
Alin ba? Alin ba? Lahat ng sapatos ko, hindi ko naman sila nilalabas, pinapaayos. When they break, I throw them away. And I still have like 2 pairs ng sneakers dito na Converse na hindi ko pa tinatapon. Pero they're not exactly in great condition anymore. But I do like them.
Sad boy narrator, yung music nagdala baka need mag-wait na ilang minutes sa room. Psychedelic, lols. Deadlock. Tayo na namatay. Mas twisted to, in my opinion. Ang twisted ng game. Promise, sobrang twisted.
I am enjoying this. I didn't think it was going to be this fun, to be quite honest.
Despite yung annoyance mo kaya narrator.
Well, I guess nung na-annoy ni narrator, enjoy ko na siya.
He entered the door on his left.
Okay, if I go to the left, what would happen? Para lahat ng possible na...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Feeling ko nga by going to the right, you trigger something else
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
And what happened to the other boss rooms? Yung ibang room ng boss.
Back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, what's up this time?
Stanley was so bad
babalik ka dun sa...
It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Is there a way going down?
I don't think so.
Way going down na hindi ka masasaktan?
I don't think so.
Why is there another room here?
IDK. Pero we do know, meron pa pangalawang door dun, di ba? Sa may platform.
Which one? Ito?
Di ba dyan, yung pangalawang door pa ito
I
dulo?
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yeah, the blue
I'm
one.
not your enemy, really,
Yep.
I'm not. I realize that investing
blue
your
door.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. But in
What
his eagerness
the-
to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets
What?
to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform
My
and
bad, my
plunged to
Plunge
his
to his
death.
death.
Good
My
job,
bad.
Stanley. Everyone thinks
Everyone thinks you're very
powerful.
powerful.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again. My bad.
Bigyan nyo ba ako ng script
All
na
of
to?
his co-workers
Mag-narrator ako.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Makikita nila personality mo dun sa narrators.
Wow. Parang hindi naman. Wait, what?
Yeah, there are two kinds of
Wait.
corridors lang that will lead to this
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
The meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Perhaps he wanted
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It was okay.
It was okay.
Pwede kong patayin yung narrator tapos subtitle ang lumalabas. Ikaw magdadala.
No.
Back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Let's go to the blue
Stanley
door.
was so bad at following directions.
It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wasn't fire?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not
But
your
you can go
head
down there
man.
safely.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be
No,
difficult.
it's too
but
high.
the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Napaka-British
I don't
niya.
know how
I
to
enjoy
convince you of this, but I
Naiinis
really
siya.
do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Go to the blue one.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Where's the blue door? Here's the blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What? Leader part. Oh, holy hell.
This is Act 1? This is you. What an ass.
Hoy, 7 hours. Ungas to ah.
What an ass. 7 hours ang putang gago.
Friends list empty
Just
per
playing
door.
for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Oh my god.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Putang ina, Minecraft.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Where's the house?
This will go here. No, here. And then...
Can you do anything?
There we go.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Wait, I can't go in there. And that's it. I went in. So what do you want?
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Yun.
What the actual F?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Dinala niya talaga tayo sa isang game na ano.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game. Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious.
Is this supposed to be Portal?
Let's go find out
so.
what the hell this is.
I haven't played the game, so I wouldn't know for sure.
Aperture Chong o. Portal. Puta. Portal.
Gago talaga ng larong to.
Aperture. Oh my god.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And I highly doubt you're any...
Wait, what? Ah, I'm back.
Are you?
Yeah. Ayun no, yung panel oh. Yeah, I think I'm back. Okay.
You're in the
I'm falling
office?
freely from I don't know where to go.
It's a bit dark.
It's a bit dark, yeah.
I don't like this.
Hmm?
I don't like this darkness.
I don't like this darkness. Teka, basta tayong comments. Ang daming comments. One, haha. What is this? What is happening? Holy moly. Binigyan na ng open world. May praning na. Portal ang putik. Portal. Mababaliw pa kaya kung baliw na naglaro nito. Yung pala medyo puzzle game na pwede mo itry ha, Portal. Makatumino yung baliw. Anyway. Teka, BRB muna ako. CR lang ako, guys. Okay?
No.
What?
But why? No, don't leave me.
Kasi it's 2 hours and 30 minutes.
But don't leave me.
I get water too.
No.
Barb.
Okay. Now what do we do?
Kumanta ka na lang dyan.
No. Why would I sing? I will not indulge you. Nung may pinasok tayo na room boss sketch, hahehe. Pinatay mo yung lights, Bakit ngayon sabi mo ayaw mo ng darkness? Uy. Don't sing. I don't wanna sing. I will not indulge you guys. Play like the narrator. How about no? Ano nga, di ba? Dance na lang. Bahala kayo dyan. I can still see the dark room. Tok, tok, tok. Anak ng pot. Alam niyo kung meron lang akong way na, to actually stream on Facebook without the worry of strikes. I would, pero wala eh. I don't have the tools for that. Hello, angry streamer. No. Tagal naman umihin ko yan. Brand new days. I like that song. Oras ba? Oh no. Isang balde ihi. Oo nga.
Tumatama sa bato ko yung that small nausea. Oh wait, nagsasalita siya.
Alright, well perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap it.
Wait. Yeah, there we go. Nagsalita siya kasi
that's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Anyway.
What happened?
Nakatayo lang tayo, di ba? Tapos parang nagsalita siya na
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The usual.
Wait, wala kang ginawa? Bigla siya nagsalita?
Wala siyang ginawa.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
checking
well.
the time, sorry guys. 2:41. Sige.
I'll give it another 10 minutes. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first. just to admire it.
I'm being watchful for my my nose.
It was okay.
The game is good, by the way. I'm enjoying
But
this.
eager to get back to business,
not my,
Stanley took the first
nose.
open door on his left.
Wait, what
Stanley
are
was
you
so
doing this
bad
time,
at
though?
following directions, it's incredible.
What
he
are you doing
wasn't
different this
5 years
time?
ago.
I'm trying to see if there's something I can do to go down. Meron ba? Or is that a door across there?
I think it's closed.
Meron pa ba tayong magagawa sa blue room?
I don't think so.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged
to his death.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks
you're very powerful.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What's that sound?
What sound? Background music?
No. More like background noise.
Noise? Sa stream? That shouldn't be there?
More like a game. I don't know.
Sa game. Akala ko...
Nawala eh.
Okay.
So I think it's in a specific room.
Stanley came to a set
Whatever
of
it
two
was.
open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Yeah.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Left.
Left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let's go to the office.
Coming to a staircase,
Paano
Stanley walked
i-trigger kaya yung
upstairs to
other
his
boss room?
boss's office.
Other what? Yung room?
Yung ibang, yung boss room. Paano i-trigger kaya yun?
Hindi eh. Oh. Bukas na. Bukas na siya.
Ayaw nyo na.
Here's the door, just go.
Well, the only other path here is the escape one. The only path here is yung escape.
Escape ano?
What if you actually, quit the game when you are told to quit the game?
I see. Actually,
I found out in a YouTube video
Stanley
that
walked straight ahead through
there
the large
are
door that read
games-
Mind control facility.
there are games that
Although this
will...
passageway had the word escape
Tal-tal
written
ng
on it,
punyemas na
the
to.
truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
There are games that will react to you resetting the game during certain times.
that will
The
react
door
to you.
behind him was not shut.
Resetting the game.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get
May mga
back on
games na
track.
kapag di-reset mo, hindi siya magre-reset.
At this point,
Ah,
Stanley
okay.
was making a conscious,
Yeah.
concerted effort to walk
I watched the
forward
video about
and
that.
willingly confront his death.
One of them being the X-Men game, I think for the SNES. Meron certain part ng game na to beat the game, you actually have to reset it.
Talaga.
Yeah, medyo weird. So maybe I'm thinking na that's also applicable here. When you are told to reset the game. Or quit or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Inaantay nating
Stanley
mamatay.
can't see the big picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was
Portal, mababaliw pa kaya sa kung baliw na naglalaro nito. Yung pala medyo puzzle game na pwede mo i-try
willingly
Baka
accepted this
tumino yung
violent
baliw.
end to his brief and shallow life.
Actually, I think you would appreciate Portal.
Yung portal.
Yeah. It's a puzzle game na may
Farewell,
narration din.
Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Sige, for the meantime, basa tayong comments. Ano to? Naihina. Sorry guys. Ngayon lang uli ako nag-break actually yun. Tagal ko hindi nagamit yung break. Ano na yan eh. Kuha nga rin ako ng tubig. Nung pinasok tayo sa room ni Boss Sketch ha, pinatay mo yung lights ha. Bakit nung yung sinabi mo ayaw mo na ng darkness? Sing, play like the narrator. Hero 1 stream. Anima. Ano to? Anima. Okay.
It's a song.
I see. Dance na lang, haha. Request. Haha. Tap Sonic request. Tok, tok, tok. Hello, angry streamer. Request brand new days. Ikaw kasi yung manage nung... Okay. Isang balde ihi, wait lang. Bakit kagalit? Request and gachap. Haha. Even if you close your eyes, you can only see darkness. Yo, ads, may game suggestion pala ako. Creeks. Creeks. Tingnan natin. Sorry guys, pahinga ko lang din to. Kasi talagang nag-go-worry ako sa nausea.
Then let's wrap up mo na yung game. Ito naman. Then wrap up the game.
Yeah. After this. Creeks. Sige. I'll add it to my wish list muna and then we'll see. 224 pesos. Sige. Actually, meron ako isang game dito na ewan ko lang, panggago, plug and play. Yun yung title ng game. Napanood ko to na nilalaro ng isa sa mga Holostars. And I find it funny, really, yung game. Nakapunta ka na ba doon sa Blue Room? Yeah, we just did. Actually, I think matagal na tong message 3 minutes ago.
Hindi ko lang alam kung yung Blue Room is there's more sa Blue Room.
I don't know. We'll see. Parang sa Metal Gear Solid PS1 yung ililipat mo yung controller mo sa player 2 slot para hindi ka makontrol ng boss. Oh, may ganun?
Yeah.
Oh.
May mga fourth wall breaking games like that.
I see. Lalim nung sinabi nung girl na narrator. Oh shit, tanda ko yan kasi nare-read yung moves mo. Ang astig talaga ng PS1 game dati. Galing ano? Pwede pala yun. Anyway,
well, it's Kojima.
Yeah. Well, itong plug and play, medyo happy din to add ko sa wishlist. So, mura lang siya, 100 pesos eh. Kasi it's a really short game pero it's funny. Para siyang, what do you call this? Kukomi, parang ganun. Kukomi 1 and 2. Hindi mo alam yung game na yun?
No.
It's a funny game. Robero ba yan? Si Robero, Derry. Kay Robero ko napanood.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Robero is actually,
Yan yung pinapanood sa akin, diba?
What?
Yung pinapanood mo sa akin last time?
Yeah. Robero is actually an inspiration of mine. Kaya ako na-create si Tiger.
Gusto ko siya sakalin.
FYI. Hindi siya FYI.
Well,
it's more of a trivia. Yeah.
Gusto ko kayo at sakalin parehas.
Excuse me.
Ayan, buti nga sa'yo.
Makain akong knick-knacks sorry. Yeah, inspiration ko si Robero para ma-create si Tiger.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
So,
Can you see? Can you see how
quit.
much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Sino kaya ito nagsasalita na?
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit.
Quit to menu. Well, this is a good end if we quit this.
Yeah. So, thanks for the stream.
And that's it. That's just it.
Napaka-abrupt.
Ang kulit ito. Anyway, basa tayo ng comments. This is a good way to end it. Sorry guys, kasi yeah. Nausea happened. It's not really bad. It's not worse than before, but yeah. Sige, basa tayong comments. Hideo Maboy. Crix is a platformer puzzle game pala, by the way. Yeah, naka-add na siya sa favorites. Wahaha. Lol, pag ikaw sinakal ko, CPR kasunod sa akin. Only clue ko dati is when the boss started mentioning the game save on my memory card. Then, na-realize ko, fourth wall. Fourth wall is Kojima. Winning Sun. Yes, the Winning Sun. Kanina nag-ano siya. I honestly I follow him. So it's really funny. Kanina nag 3D eklat sila ni what's his face, this other Holostars guy. Basta magkasama sila kanina. Anyari sa makulit na narrator. Haha, rest well. Yeah. Anyway, it's a weekend naman, so it's fine. In regards with my antag dito, itong nausea ko kapag ako nagkaroon ng vision attack dahil nga sa nilalaro ko or I don't know, possibly sa sasakyan, basta hindi ko i-push sarili ko dun sa talagang todo na limit. Magkaka-recover ako agad eh. Pero at worst kasi, like what happened to me sa Enchanted Kingdom when I was like college, sumakay ako ng yung first ride ko, sumakay ako ng Anchors Away, and what happened was hindi ko na enjoy ang buong magdamag ko kasi umiikot ang paningin ko hanggang sa matapos yung gabi ko. Kaya after that I swore to myself, hindi na ako basta-basta sasakay sa Chubibo.
Well, tingin ko actually parang majority of the rides there would give you the same effect anyway.
Yeah. Wala eh. Actually, to be honest, as a kid, like even I don't know, grade 5, grade 6, meron akong may problema na ako talaga sa ganyan. So, motion sickness talaga nasa akin na yun nung bata pa ako.
Kasi actually kung yun nga, kaya nga 'di ba ayokong mag-take ng regular trip papunta pa uwi ng Baguio kasi hindi ko kaya yung long trips.
Ako as a kid, I didn't like merry-go-round. Ano ba yan? Nabanggit ko ba sa'yo?
Merry-go-round?
Hindi ko gusto ang merry-go-round as a kid. Mabilis akong...
Baka naman kasi yung merry-go-round mo naka 200 BPMs, ganyan ang bilis. Diba?
Grabe. Ano to? Anyari sa mga kulit na narrator, Restol. Pag sa mga amusement park, sa maganda ako lagi natabi. Para Wag ka lang abutin ng pagtawag ng uwak doon. Pero hindi rin eh. Kasi minsan matulungin eh. Pag tumawag ng uwak, magbibigay pa sa'yo ng tissue eh. Pupunas mo yun, tapos pagkita mo may phone number na kasi.
Wow.
I never get motion sickness. Cocomelon strains me. Chill naman yung merry-go-round na yun to 200 BPM.
Meron akong mistake nung ginawa nung high school na I think I had a milkshake and some food and then tsaka ako nag-Anchors Away.
Nice. You had the YYZ.
GG.
Anchors Away tapos milkshake?
Bago yun. Duruga-duruga ko ng promise.
Holy crap. Ano to? May one time nag-Anchors Away yung ka-office mate ko. Pagkababa niya, putlang-putla siya tapos sinubukan niyang magbukas ng cooking can. Sa kinig niya, hindi niya mabuksan, binuksan pa ng iba. Yung phone number ba na i-save mo pa? Sige, kay ano? Kay Vince. Gumawa ng lugaw. Ay, kadiri. Alam nyo ba, kahapon nagkikrave ako ng goto, pero I ended up yung ano, what do you call this? Kanto freestyle. Alam ni Mel yan eh. No, Mel? Deliver ka ng kanto, Mel. Buti wala akong bad experience sa ganyan. Well, I don't know.
Pero ang weird enough doon, siguro I stayed out of the next few rides. Kasama yung classmate ko. Eventually, I did do the space shuttle and the other rides. Pa ako, Flying Fiesta, Rio Grande, Jungle Log Jam. Pero yun talaga, I just made a bad start na kumain muna ako and then I was away. That's a really wrong move.
Ayun. Wala eh. Ako, bata pa lang ako, meron na ako. So aware ako sa limits ng katawan ko eh. Nung upon growing up, yung brother ko, dinedare pa niya ako na pakaduwag mo naman, di ko sumasakay sa ganyan. Yan lang naman yan. Pero nung sinubukan ko, parang sila na nagbubuhat sa akin.
Alala ko rin tuloy bigla. When I was little, we used to go to Baguio a lot kasi by car. So parang one time during the way up, on the way up, uminom ka ng isang latang Royal. Ayun, orange na barf.
Wow.
Sa loob ng sasakyan.
Damn.
I'm sorry, family.
Hindi ako biyahilo, basta nakikita ko yung nasa paligid ko. And that's fine.
I think that's dependent on people kasi ako, if I see yung movement, I would get dizzy.
You remember si Taki, ayun case don't know guys, Taki is my Japanese na close friend. Bumalik na siya ng Tokyo kasi dati ko siyang office mate. Dinala namin siya sa Baguio. Gusto niya sumama sa amin pero nagwo-worry siya na baka sumuka siya sa bus. Kasi matindi din ng motion sickness ng loko. So, hindi niya alam na may nag-exist na Bonamine sa Pilipinas. So, binigyan namin. I just didn't realize na may mga taong ganun talaga kasayalan pagdating sa biyahe. No? Kasi parang ako, alam ko sa sarili ko na medyo masayalan ako pagdating sa mga chubibo, ganyan. Pero sa sasakyan, hindi ko na-realize na ganun.
Ay, isa pa pala. Another trip to Baguio na naman. Ganti talagang buka ito.
Yun lang naman ang pinupuntahan mo.
Hindi, yun lang naman kasi yung trip na matagal para sa akin. Yun lang. 6 to 8 hours. Kasama ka ex ko nun. Pagdating namin ng Baguio, pagbaba ko ng bus, nung naglalakad na kami palayo ng bus terminal, I started vomiting on the sidewalk.
Oh.
Jesus.
At least sa sidewalk.
Yeah.
I remember.
Normally pag medyo mali yung timpla ko when I get to Baguio, medyo either magsusuka ako or maiilo ako.
Alam nyo guys, kung meron man isang bucket list dito na nangyari sa buhay ko, yung masukahan ako mula sa ulo.
Wala sa?
Sa ulo, nasukahan ako.
What?
Yeah. Alam niyo yung imagine niyo yung situation where nakaupo ka sa tabi ng driver ng school service niyo. And then merong window access from the inside nung van to the driver's side. And then yung isang school service mate ko na during that time I was like grade 1. Yeah. Tagal na. And then, I don't know, I'm not sure kung kabatchmate ko yung nasa likod ko. I don't know him, pero nasuka siya. Pero, bakit susuka ka sa pagkadami-daming lugar? Doon sa bintana na kung saan ako nakaupo. Pag uwi ko sa bahay, may suka ako. Galing eh.
Teka lang, paano naging bucket list? Bakit mo gusto yung nangyari sa'yo yung mga ganyang bagay?
It happens. What happens?
No, what I mean is, why would you call that a bucket list thing? I mean, do you want that to happen to you ever at some point in your life?
Accomplishment? No.
No accomplishment? Why would you feel
I'm just triggering you. Oh no. Oh my God. Wait, nasa tayong comments. Ang layo. Yung kanto. Yeah. Wala pa din ako. Kumain ako dati ng energy bar. Matapos Monster Energy drink, panulak, maya-maya naging roller coaster katawan ko sa pagpapalit. Uy, yan nakakasuka kapag ano. May times na nakakasuka ang palpitation. I don't know. Kasi kapag nagkaroon ka ng ng gastro issues, like feeling mo digay ka ng dighay, pwede ka masuka from that. Experience ko, nasuka yung katabi ko tapos yung suka niya napunta sa kabilang katabi niya. Buti hindi sa'yo. Yung masarap lang na anchors away yung parang humihiwalay yung espiritu mo habang nalalaglag ka pero hindi masaya yung hilo pa. Hindi ko pa nararanasan yun, Boss Adil. Naranasan ko lang nalabas na sa pawis yung cobra. Oh my God. Ang baho. Ang masaya sa Anchor Away habang nasigaw siya, kinikindatan ko na. Ikaw talaga din sa weird fetish. But okay. Yung date nung sobrang lasing ako, nagsuka ako ng 3 beses sa gilid ng McDo. Then the next day, nandun pa din yung suka ko. Oh my God, nasa na Metro 8. Something strange. Unique accomplishment nasa bucket list ni Adsi masukahan. Tinitrigger lang kita. Ano ka ba?
Hindi.
Oo.
Don't make excuses.
Oh, lol.
Ano siya magkaila.
Anyway,
you cannot cover up your mistakes anymore.
Anyway,
it's the topic.
It's a good talk. We're closing into 3 hours na.
No, we're already at 3 hours na.
Yeah. Punta na tayo doon sa poll, no? Balik tayo doon sa ating weird fetish. Ay nako guys, thank you for the laughs. Oh my God. I mean, dami ko rin tawa doon sa game eh. Tsaka nami-miss ko to. I noticed na we never had this kind of a healthy stream in the past week. I don't know kung busy lang talaga mga tao. And yeah, I miss this. I don't know if it's because of the Stanley Parable game or I don't know. Pero yeah. Ano to? Kung maganda susuka, I won't mind. I never forgot one time sumakay kami ng Rio Grande. Grabe yung amoy ng tubig. Ew. Ay, bakit yun? Wala nga akong kadiri na ano dito. Ano to? Weird fetish. Tutulungan ko pa siyang sumuka. Gago.
Puta. Nakahamura ko na sa oras. What the hell?
Oh my God. It's 4 a.m. We're talking about suka. Putik na yan. Mudmud ko sa mukha niya, suka niya, buset.
Hindi, bala ka niya, tutulog na ako.
Ikaw kaya masukahan ka ng sukahan ka ng ubod ng gandang babae. No? Ano kaya ang feeling? Miss, ang ganda mo, ang ganda din ang suka mo. Ay nako. Anyway, ang poll natin, ang topic, ang mundo ko, masaya, kumukuti-kutita. Last call sa mga hindi pa nakaka-vote. Which of the 4 is the best open world game franchise? Ulit, which of the 4 is the best open world game franchise? Is it Grand Theft Auto, The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, or Assassin's Creed? Vote na! Talagang kailangan ko isama na yung vote na yan. Pambihira kasi pampasag talaga eh.
Sino kasalanan nun?
Vote na! Ano to? Putik na yan. I'll be a helping hand. Pag maganda na Dids, pag sumuka yung maganda, saluhin mo. Lagay mo sa garapon. O, ayan, sige. Gawin mong gawin mong ano yun? Yung sinasama nila sa Tapsilog? Atchara. Gawin mo Atchara.
Tampakababoy mo.
Ano ba yung ending? Sukahan, lol. Hindi, pasensya na. Ang topic kasi natin na uwi sa nausea. Kaya tayo natigil din is bahagi ng nausea. Other than sa 3 hours, tama lang naman din. Ay, naku. Tap ko yung back niya kasi gentleman ako. Grabe naman kayo. Just. Gosh. Kasalanan ni Dids. Tapusin. Ay, nako. Diyos ko. Bakit? Anyway. Ayan, naka-vote na ang lahat, I assume. Sige, i-release na natin yung result ng poll, okay? So, tatanggalan natin to, and then tatanggalin na natin to. Ayan. Hindi, lalagay pa lang. Papunta na tayo ulit dito. Seryoso ka?
Hindi.
Teka lang. Hindi ko sure kung pumasok yung boto ko dito eh. Dapat pumasok eh.
Tatanungin mo? Bakit? Tatakot ba sa'yo?
Loko ka. Kanina pumasok yung vote ko. Teka lang. Oo nga, hindi na pumasok yung vote ko. Ayan. So, re-refresh ko ulit. Labo. Ito yung weird yung vinote ko, ang labo ni Facebook. Yung vinote ko, 0% siya. So, dapat may vote yan. Napaka-weird lang. So, wala pa yung vote ko dito. Mamaya, dadagdag ko na lang yung akin. But nonetheless, talo pa rin yung vinote ko. So, ito na lang po yung result ng ating poll sa tanong na, which of the four is the best open world game franchise? Okay? Is it Grand Theft Auto, The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, or Assassin's Creed? Ayun, nag-update. Nag-update siya, pero wala pa rin yung vote ko sa visit ng 0%.
Sa'yo ba yung Elder Scrolls?
Weird. Ha? No?
Elder Scrolls?
Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Yeah.
Ito na yung result. Drum roll, please. Puy! Okay. Grand Theft Auto, for now. Hindi pa counted yung vote ko dyan. For now, Grand Theft Auto winning it with 50% of the votes.
Naman.
Next is The Elder Scrolls with 38% of the votes. Next is Fallout with 6%. And Assassin's Creed at the moment with 0%. Pag nadagdag yung vote ko dyan later...
Teka, what? Anong percentages? 50, 38, 6?
Hindi, 56, 38, 6, tsaka 0.
Okay.
So, kung nadagdag yung vote ko dyan, technically, mababago yung percentage. So, ano lang tayo. But regardless, kung lalagay ko yung vote ko dyan, talo pa rin Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto pa rin ang panalo. Okay, so, congratulations. Basa comments? Basta yan yung result natin, nasa baba. Kung kayo ay nasa mobile, nandun yun. Kaya meron blanco dyan na bar kapag kayo nasa desktop para babasa nyo na maayos. Kapag kapag mobile, ay lumilitaw lang yung pop-up na yun sa baba.
Sa mobile, walang numbers. Makita mo lang yung graph.
Yung graph, I see, okay. Actually, sa akin din. Lumabas siya sa mobile. Anyway, etong closing credits na to, papalitan ko to. Kasi, nilagay ko na yung mas marami na pwede kong bigyan ng shoutout kasi dumadami na yung community natin, which is happy to know.
You might want to I don't know, put 2 in the screen.
Alin?
Baka kailangan mo lang gawin 2 kasi ang dami na.
Hindi. Siguro I look for a way kasi kapag pag dumadami tumatagal yung video roll.
Yun nga eh.
Anyway, that's fine. Basta tayong comments for the last few. Lahuy, haha. Both hands, Pop, Sedale, gagamitin ko. Kasalanan ni Dids Dolls. Bakit ako? Si Boss Ads ang nag-open ng suka pero hindi ako nag-open ng babaeng po. Ako yung nag-suggest ng Atchara. Yak.
Pababoy mo.
Yaki Durders. Nag-follow through lang ako. Kinilabutan ako ngayon gagawin mong Atchara ay suka ng ibang tao. It's pickled!
Pickled! At saka ang kita dyan eh. Pickled.
Pickled! Diba? Anything is possible if you're brave enough. Oh my God! Ha? Parang mas malapit sa alige yung suka. Oh my God. Alige. Yan. Na-comelec yung vote mo, boss. Oo nga, nadagdag bawas ako eh. Yes, sabi na GTA eh. Oh, yeah. GTA mananalo. Yes, GTA kasi yung may bar. Yay. I know pala, damn. Elder Binoto ko, Elder Scrolls. I was aiming na at the very least tatlo yung magiging turn sa inyo dun sa choices. So, mukhang I failed. Tama na yung dalawa. Ano to? From what I remember, Elder Scroll yung pinakamalaking map sa mga games. I didn't know that. I just know that Elder Scrolls is one of the first. Tama ba, Sketch? Ang Elder Scrolls, one of the first na successful na open world. One of the first na successful open world na game.
I don't understand what the question is. What do you mean first na open world? Ang dami na naging open world before that.
Never mind. Ano to? GTA ako kasi pwede mag-pick up doon. Diyan ka na sa Cocomelon mo. Everybody loves to pick something up. Okay. yung Morrowind. Yun. Yung Morrowind yung pinakamalaking map sa mga games. Okay. I didn't know that. Personally, I'm not a what do you call this? I'm not an open world gamer. I appreciate some. Nakapag-try ako ng what do you call this? Ng Assassin's Creed. Sinasuggest ako maglaro ng Red Dead Redemption. Tinitignan ko pa kung kakayanin kong maglaro nun using this PC at kung kaya ng bulsa ko yung Steam price niya. So, yan. Tapos, ano pa ba? Ayun, sila D2, naglalaro ng Minecraft. Tinatanong ako ni Ed kung kailan ako maglalaro. Sabi ko nung nakita kong pinanonood ko si Matt na maglaro ng Minecraft. Like, suka, nausea agad eh. Morrowind, okay. Ay, Daggerfall pala. Okay. Ay, sorry, haha, I'm guilty. Atchara, let's go! Naturally processed. Oh my God. Napaka-infamous ng gabi na to. Oh my God. Atchara. Oh my God. Atchara. Yun yung title ng episode na to, guys. Atchara. Binuro. Oh my God. Pinermeds at Chan, let's go. Pinermeds at Chan!
Let's go!
Na-try mo na ba mag-stream ng afternoon? Sino ako? Ako? Yeah, I did. I did it once. Isang Sunday. Hindi ako nalabas ng weekend na yon. So, naglaro ako ng Sherlock Holmes. Ang tagal nun. I think inabot ako ng 4 hours, 3. Napapambihira na lang same reaction. Wait, naglaro ka ng Minecraft kanina pala. Hindi. Nanood ako sa streams nila Matt. Pinanood ko si Hao. May mga certain parts doon na sobrang, alam mo yun, sikip. Tapos umiikot yung mga galaw nila dahil nagko-construct sila. Hindi ko kinaya. Oats. Kailan po magba-Valorant yung mga suka? Nanood ako ng stream ng Valorant once I mean, sino ba ito? Meron si Hab, si Furu na na-raid kasi napabilang ako doon. I think si Mel kasama doon eh. Naglalaro sila ng Valorant tapos like, sige, first person, fine, tingnan natin, and then like 2 minutes na tumakbo doon sa paglalaro niya, biglang okay, I'm out, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm out. I'm so... Oh yeah, hindi ako notorious na sukahin by the way. Sadyang yung nausea ang bilis sa akin, pero ang bilis din mawala. No? Hindi ako talaga sukahin. Ano ba to? Oats. Kailan po? Os, haha. Thanks for the stream. Bagay na bagay yung boses ni Boss Sketch. Thanks for the stream. Bagay daw boses mo. Sketch? Are you awake?
Depends.
May pasok ka mga pala mamaya. No? Sige, tapusin na natin. Dito sa game mo, naglaro ka kanina. Kanina. Bucket list. Literally bucket list. Oh, isang bucket ng suka. I love you, Boss Sketch. Anyway guys, as much as possible ayoko rin naman i-close itong stream natin dahil masaya yung conversation, pero kasi it's already like 4:30 at may pasok pa si Sketch at ako maggagawa pa ng kung ano bang kabalastugan para dun sa graphics natin. So tignan ko kung makapag-stream tayo tomorrow. I was thinking of either Layton or lalaruin natin si pangalan nito. Wait lang ha. Tingnan natin yung library ko. Parati ko na.
Do you think there's still other endings pa to Stanley Parable?
Ha?
Do you think there are other endings pa sa Stanley Parable?
I think there are a lot, pero nga lang I believe sad to say para hindi ka tayo madrag, i-google ko na siya. Just to know kung ano yung direction na pupuntahan natin. At the very least, natutuwa ako na nagustuhan ng marami. Yeah. So, kung tomorrow man makapag-stream, I don't know, we'll see. Kasi hindi ako nakapaglaro kahapon, so pwede ko ibawi. Pwede tayong mag-start ng yung puzzle game na banatan ko na kaya tong I Am Bread, ano? The Dream Machine, yes. Pwede natin subukan yung The Dream Machine. Although natatakot lang kasi ako baka I feel like it has the tendency to become like Rusty Lake. Pwede ka ma-stuck. So with this kind of game, I suggest na kumpleto sana kami, si Sketch tsaka si Tito J. So yun. Anyway, ano pa ba? Dito sa bucket list, literally bucket list. I love you, Boss Sketch. Ako sa biyahe, hindi pa ako pwede magbasa / tumutok sa phone habang bumabiyahe. Mahihilo ako. Bye guys, thanks for the stream. Thanks for the stream guys. Thank you guys din. Sige. Hindi pa ako 100% kung ano yung stream ko. Pero either Dream Machine siya, or I don't know, Agent A, Puzzle in Disguise, or pwede tayo mag-Layton. We'll see. So, kapag hindi ako makakapag-stream, mag-a-announce ako. So, every time na hindi ako, pag weekend, kapag hindi ako makakapag-stream, or rather, magulat na lang kayo pag online ako bigla ako mag-i-stream ng weekend. So, yun. Pag weekend, magulat na lang kayo na online ako. Pero pag
so basically, what he's saying is that bahala kayong alamin kung mag-stream siya o hindi.
Pero usually naman, loko-loko kakatalag. Usually naman ang stream time ko is between, let's say, 11 p.m. Pag weekend 11 p.m. until 1. Hindi ako nag-start ng stream ng past 1 unless 1:30 siya. Kasi fine. 11 to 1:30. Pag lumagpas ako doon, huwag niyo na ako asahan. And then pag weekdays, well, alauna, hindi magsasabi na lang ako kung may problema. Like kagabi, yun nga, pagod ng July 1. So tinulog ko. Actually, hindi nga ako natulog eh. Nanggulo lang ako sa stream ni Fur.
Really good job.
Anyway, sige guys, pahinga-pahinga na tayo sa mga nagtatrabaho para makapag-focus. Ayun. Speaking of which, Speaking of which, hindi nga connected eh. Nabalita mo sketch si Hiroshimono.
Who?
Si Hiroshimono, si Zenitsu. Si
What
Zenitsu.
Zenitsu. What about?
May COVID siya.
Well,
Yeah. So, get well soon.
pahinga muna.
Favorite voice actor. So, good night, guys. Happy weekend. Enjoy natin ang weekend. Let's stay safe. Ano pa ba?
Maghugas ng kamay pagkatapos sumuka.
Hugas ng kamay pagkatapos sumuka. Huwag kalimutan mamburo kung anong kailangan iburo. Tandaan, maganda ng tabo para sa suka, kahit Muji pa yan.
Muji? Visit ka. Pero I like Muji.
Ha? Uy, si JP
like
lang,
Muji.
merong Muji na ano. Oh, diba?
Muji na what?
Muji na tabo.
Anak ng what? Well, I like Muji for their pens.
Yeah, well. Siya, sige na, nagdinadrag ko pa kayo lalo. Bye-bye!
Bye, wires. Are we done? Is it done?
Ano to? Oh, okay. Sige, wait lang. End live video. If you end this live video now, you're able to choose if you want to save or delete it. May ganito na si Facebook.
If you save it.
When you ready to end this, you can stream your current viewers to another live gaming video. Oh.
What?
Meron
Ano yan?
meron ng feature si Facebook ngayon. Sorry nung ipinrest ko yung end live video kasi may pop-up na lumalabas. So I don't know if you have encountered this. So parang if you end this live video now, you'll be able to choose if you want to save or delete the live video. When you're ready to end your stream, you can send your current viewers to another live gaming video. Your viewers will see a message asking them to join the new stream. So ganito na yung paraan ng raid.
Okay.
Anyway, sige. Ulit. Once again. Bye-bye.
Buyers.